Hey, what's up guys? Today we are talking about two different methods of determining target heart rate for aerobic athletes. The first one is a very well renowned method, and that's known as the Karvonen method, and the other one is known as the strict percentage method of determining target heart rate. There we go. Alright, let's start from the Karvonen method, which is the most renowned method, most popular method of determining the target heart rate of an aerobic athlete. Okay, the formula for that is heart rate reserve times exercise intensity plus resting heart rate. And now before we solve the final equation and put some figures in it, let's figure out how we need to figure out heart rate reserve. Heart rate reserve is a product of age predicted maximum heart rate minus resting heart rate. Okay, so we also have to now figure out the age predicted maximum heart rate, which is also known as APMHR. It is very simple. Imagine you are a 30-year-old athlete and you want to figure out your age predicted maximum heart rate. All you have to do is subtract 30 from 220. So your age predicted maximum heart rate is 190. Now, once you have obtained 190, think about your resting heart rate. If your resting heart rate, for an example, is 60 beats per minute, now all you have to do to figure out heart rate reserve is take age predicted maximum heart rate and minus resting heart rate. Let me put it into figures. So the age predicted maximum heart rate that we figured out was 190 minus the resting heart rate of 60 beats per minute. That means the heart rate reserve equals to 130. Now let's understand the Karvonen method with some figures with the help of an example. Question: Dan is a 25-year-old marathon runner. Okay, Dan's resting heart rate is 60 beats per minute, and the assigned exercise intensity to Dan is 60%. Figure out the targeted heart rate using the Karvonen method. So this is how we are going to start. First, we need to figure out Dan's age predicted maximum heart rate. What do we need to do? We have to subtract Dan's age from 220 because that's the formula. So when you subtract 25 from 220, we are going to get to 195. So that's Dan's age predicted maximum heart rate. Now what do we have to figure out next? The next thing that we have to figure out is heart rate reserve. Formula for that is age predicted maximum heart rate minus resting heart rate. So what's Dan's age predicted maximum heart rate is 195, and what's Dan's resting heart rate is 60 beats per minute. When we solve this equation, we come down to 135. Now we have heart rate reserve ready. We also have exercise intensity ready, and we already have the resting heart rate of Dan. So all we need to do now is put it into equation. And what was the equation? Heart rate reserve times exercise intensity plus resting heart rate. So if you put all the figures into the Karvonen formula, you're going to figure out the targeted heart rate for Dan. And here are the figures. Heart rate reserve 135 times exercise intensity 60% plus resting heart rate 60. When you solve this equation, the total is going to be 141 beats per minute. So that's Dan's targeted heart rate as per Karvonen formula. So the second method of determining the target heart rate is the strict percentage method. It is very simple. All we need to have is the age predicted maximum heart rate. So let's go back to the same example that we used for Dan. 220 minus Dan's age. So the age predicted maximum heart rate is going to be 195. And the assigned exercise intensity is 60%. So all we need to do to solve this equation is 195 times 60%. And the outcome, the targeted heart rate that you're going to achieve from this is 117 beats per minute. I hope this was helpful. I'm gonna see you again with more knowledge and more topics.